alive. I'm alive.
That's all the time we have.
I am alive. One.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Don't stay out all night.
Try and stop me.
You alright, mate?
Yeah,
Anyway, Happy New Year.
and you. What year is this?
Blimey, how much have you had? 2005, January the 1st.
2005. Tell you what, I bet you're gonna have a really great year.
Yeah? See ya.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, guys. Happy New Year, or nearly Happy New Year's Eve, one and all. Yeah, I was just talking with it was Dan, right? We'll go back and forth. Here in Israel, I don't really realize it because I work at home and I'm somewhat insular. I don't get out into the real world. New Year's isn't even a holiday in Israel, right? It's not even a holiday. I only found out when I asked my wife. Said, did they give you a tie off or anything for New Year's? Because I thought the Russians, right? The Russians have a holiday called Sylvester. I don't know, it's like Festivus. I don't really know. It's like some weird communist thing. If I can find it, Sylvester, Russian holiday Sylvester. St. Sylvester's Day, right? Eastern Church of celebrates Sylvester's feast, January 2nd. There you go. So that's the thing, right? That is the thing that the Russians do. I guess it's like the Russian Christmas, right? So that indeed goes there. But anyway, strange times indeed. It's we're headed to 2025. I have no idea what to expect in this upcoming year. I have lots of hopes. Right, I have lots of. Maybe we'll talk about our hopes next year. But as you see tonight, it is over here. 1 second. The 7th night of Hanukkah. However, unusually for me, I have not lit candles. Right. What the central idea observance of Hanukkah is lighting these candles. You light one more every night. Now, what the deal is with it is essentially, I'm trying to pare it down to get it as just the information, the relevant information. Okay, so essentially it was a Jewish civil war. The Jews encountered the Greeks, and it was the first time. Please don't be offended by this. It was the first time we'd encountered non-Jews that were civilized. Normally they're like, me eat, right? They were fearsome. Don't get me wrong, but it's the first time we encountered people with an actual civilized culture, and we as a people somewhat fell in love with it. We're like, whoa, that's cool, right? That is cool. So essentially, Greek culture seeped into Jewish culture over 100, 200 years, something like that. At the same time, the level of Jewish culture greatly diminished. There was the high priest was called Shimon HaTzadik, Simon the Righteous, right? Which nobody was called righteous if they able to withstand sexual temptations. Like Joseph, Joseph technically Green Co. He's called Joseph HaTzadik, Joseph the Righteous, because when Potiphar's wife was like throwing herself, and said, yes, and she had some serious MILF action going on. Oh, I bet that was hot. He said no, right? And he very nearly said yes, but he said no. Anyway, I digress. So used to be a thing that in the Jewish temple, there's in the Holy of Holies, there's a few things. There's a table with like these showbreads on it, and But the one thing in it is a menorah, the candelabra thing. And the menorah was lit by a very pure type of olive oil. But while this guy Shimon the Righteous, was alive, he would fill it up with them on Sunday and light it, and it would last all week. Right? It lasted all week on like one day's oil. So it was like this open miracle going on. So eventually he dies, and that goat goes away, and eventually we have this like Jewish civil war with the Greek Jews and the Jews, right? Essentially duke it out, and the Jews win, right? And then they get back, and when they recapture the Jewish temple, they want to restart, the stuff that went on. There's basically sacrifices. Yeah, it basically went to the Jewish temple to have a good steak, right? That was the idea, and commune with God that way. So if you have a good steak and you find it, very sensual, that's why, right? That's why. Anyway, so we, but there was only 1 day's worth of oil. So the question was, well, do we? It's going to take a week to make some more. So we wait and just let it go out. Do we light it now, just let it go, or do we wait so it won't go out? And so the decision was to light it now, right? And they lit it now, and the miracle happened, the same miracle that happened in the Shimon HaTzaddik's time, that it stayed lit all week, right? So it was a sign of reclaiming. Anyway, so these lights, the Hanukkah lights, they are there is a holiness in them, a power within them, right? And so what we do is we light one of these candles every night, and an extra one. Now, there's been a revolution in the Jewish world. Like it used to be, you get these little glass cups, right, and you slot them in, and you have to fill them up yourself with olive oil, and there was these like wicks you would put in, right? The Jewish world got revolutionized by these things. Look at this. Now, what is that, right? What is that? That is freedom, mate. This is no, it's not crystal meth. What is this? This is Jewy freedom, okay? Now, you just put that in your Hanukkah, right? And then when you're ready to go pop, and it's ready to go. It's a little cup full of oil. Now, yeah, it's always preferable to light your Hanukkah with olive oil, right? And just makes it so much quicker. There are actually even easier versions. Now, if you wanted ones where they have solidified oil, you have this little doodad here. See, you can see it's got the oil in there. Oh, you got this one over here. Oh boy, I have these make life so much better, right? So much better. And the other thing, now normally when I set up our kind of kids, I put these little you know what a dreidel is? Dreidel is one of these things. A dreidel, I made you out of clay. It's made out of wood. Dreidel, a dreidel I will play, right? That dreidel, right? What it is, it's where the Greeks forbade Jews to teach, and so this was a craft way of teaching, where it was basically a game, but you go nun. That's on the Jewish word of miracle, nes. Haya happened. Nes haya happened. Give a big miracle happened here. And if it was outside of Israel, it'll say there. So there you go. That's your lot. So I haven't. You're normally supposed to light candles as early as you can, which is around 5:15, 5:30. I mean, Mike gets home from work around 6, so we've been lighting then. Last night we had our big Hanukkah family celebration. Right, we did Secret Santa. It was really nice. I was surprised how nice it was. My son was home from the army, and just. Okay, this is so him, right? He said, "Oh, I think I need to go back to Gaza one time." Like, fantastic. Oh, okay. So like, where are you going next? Is Lebanon? I'm like, really? I'm like, the kids should be done already. He's been literally in the front line of combat since October 8th. I mean, like, God's sake. I'm like, I've been telling him, he was, once he got married, he said, maybe I should get it's called a job. It's like a non-combat role. He's like, I'm kind of embarrassed to do that. I'm scared that you're going to be ashamed of me. I'm like, dude, you're done your fucking time, right? More than most. Literally ran into combat, that kid. So it's going down. Okay, but anyway, so the plan was we came around. Well, this is how we used to do it when they were kids, when they were little, right? Everyone would have their own kind of Kia in the window, right? And we would light it together, make a thing of it, and we'd always have this like huge mound of presents, right? And they got one each night, right? So after we lit that, we said the blessings. And then you sing a little Hanukkah song, yeah. Then we did presents, right? So we did something similar. We had, first we had pizza dinner. My wife, we ordered pizza. It was fantastic. Oh my god, I really genuinely enjoyed it. And my favorite garlic bread and salad. It was rare. But then we did Secret Santa, right? Because it was silly. We're not going to get an amount of presents for our married children. Stop worrying. We paid for your wedding, okay? That was your present. Did you like it? Okay, good. Right. So it's just like we can't do that. So we see each person got a it was me, my wife, my two daughters, my two sons, and their wives. Right. So like, how many of us are there now? 8. Oh, really? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we got 4 kids. There's two of us, and now they're 4, 6, 8, right? So 8. So so we did Secret Santa. The weirdest one was this, right? We had a limit of 50 shekels, which is about, I don't know, a tenner. So something like this. The weirdest one was this. My son, who just came from Gaza, his present was this giant ball wrapped in green stuff. And like, what was it? This is what it turned out to be. What's up? A lot of Doritos. I said, what does he like? He said, likes Doritos. So she bought 50 shekels, $10 worth of Doritos. But for me, right, I actually lucked out. I did pretty well. I always like when I get things I like and will use, right? So I'm really quite excited about. Oh, Daisy, yeah. So I'm really quite excited about that. I got this very nice cup, right? This is my daughter who got my Secret Santa. This very nice cup, which she's a very good gift giver because she knows I like this cup. It keeps things hot or cold. So yes. We have to do a thing called toilet. I got to take it to a ritual bath, right? I don't even know. It's a Jewy thing, right? I got to do that. But she knows me very well. She knows I like Christmas, so she got me these. So here, if I may change my head ornaments for a second, right? And you can we will get a different flavor for a little bit. See how that looks, right? Those. Then she got. The season's nearly over. The decoration's coming down after tomorrow. You got a Santa. We'll hang this up next year. Okay, and also some kind of inflatable Christmas tree. Yes, all this stuff will be used next year. Okay, so that's what to look forward to. And next year, you'll be able to say, "Oh, I remember when the rabbi said that." So there you go. So we had Secret Santa. I thought it was a lot of fun, right? Lots of fun for all the family. What do we have to look at? We've got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Oh, that's weird. Well, that's weird. That's sad. Fine. Let's get started over here. 1 second. Let me get rid of that. Doink. Move to trash. So here, okay. Let's say you're in a plane, right? And you're flying above the clouds and you see this. What the hell is this? Right? I am like, what the hell is this? This is just too weird. It must be faked because it's very weird. Like they're on a beach right now, people standing on it. But it's on a cloud. Yeah, that's really weird. Now there's a bunch of people on top of clouds. I guess you can do anything at home now. I'm sure it's hard to think. Look at that. It's weird. Yeah, no, that's it. That somebody would even fake it is weird. Okay, everything about that is weird. I will call that, genuinely speaking, quite weird. We live in weird times, baby. What can I tell you? This is also weird. Apparently, John Lennon's still alive and hanging out with Paul McCartney. That goes Paul McCartney. Okay, looking very Paul McCartney, very Beatles. Yay, Paul, the Beatles. I mean, how many? There's only 2 alive now, aren't there? Yeah, George Harrison died donkeys years ago, didn't he? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Okay, who's that with him? that looks like an elderly John Lennon. Yeah, look at that. That's weird. That's weird. We will agree, right? That's weird. That's weird. I mean, the people on the plane was weird. People on the clouds was weird. This is also very weird, right? This is weird. I think weird is the right way of describing that. But there, that does look like John Lennon. What to tell you, mate? It's so strange, right? It is so deeply odd. Oh, a second, I've got that coming. No problem. Any more of this? I mean, was this the only way to speak Yoko? That's weird. We live in weird times. Oh, so things. I don't know what's going to happen in New York, right? The New York subway. That seems to be the place for a potential battle royale. Check this out. Right. So New York recently, there's a guy called Daniel Penny who there was this crazy guy, homeless guy, who was like threatening to kill people on the train. And Daniel Penny, this like really heroic Marine, stood up and along with 2 other guys and subdued the crazy person so people could escape, right? Now the 2 guys that helped subdue him, they were black, so they got let off, right? But Daniel Penny was a white man, and the crazy person was a black man. So they wanted to send him to jail for the rest of his life, right? I thought quite disgustingly, and amazingly got off. But essentially the New York trains are not safe to go on. Right, that's really the bottom line, right? They're not they used to be safe. So a guy who I like a lot, and I would really like, I would love it if this guy was the mayor of New York. It's never going to happen, right? Curtis, right? Who started the Guardian Angels? They're bringing the Guardian Angels back. Guardian Angels begin patrolling New York subways amid rising crime, right? Good for him, man. I just like, I hope they don't all get killed, right? It's but like, this looks like it's gonna go down badly. I don't know. Yeah, I think I got this video he put out. 1 second. And again, I really like this guy. I think he's a real straight up good guy.
Day and night patrols, 3-person patrols, were all together. We're walking through the cars, which is something the police no longer do. Notice there are no mental health workers, there are no crisis intervention. They have all these fancy names. I never see them. And we spend millions of dollars on my day. Our job is, A, do a wellness check on a homeless person. If they're homeless or emotionally disturbed, see if they're okay. If all of a sudden we walk into a situation where there's an...
I remember when he was running for mayor, which so impressed me. This homeless guy, he's in the middle of his press conference. Just see if I can find the video of it. This homeless guy just kind of like, is this it? Just kind of like steps up and starts screaming, right? And people want to like, Oh, this is it. Yeah. This is I found a really impressive thing. Yeah. Let's see if we can pull this up. Hang on. Again, because I think this really demonstrates a very strong character thing about Shay. Right, so that's where he is right now. This is from a few years ago. Downloading it? I was downloading. Come on. We're just going to take 2 minutes. Anyway, but like this is, it is for protection, but like it's showing he shows a genuine love and concern for what the causes of what's going on behind it, right? So here, let them talk a little bit longer, and then the thing will be downloaded in a minute. So
episode, which oftentimes happens, we have to calm it down. A lot of times, these homeless and emotionally disturbed persons, they know of the guardian angels. We can have a calming effect. We can also bring the situation to the attention of cops on the platform. If there are cops, you're going to probably see them on the platforms. Generally, that's why we always stick our heads out at the station, and we always check to the north, to the south, if there are any police.
I mean, look, this guy just strikes me as a really good guy to organize this stuff, full stop.
Police officers, we would hold the door open, tell the conductor, we need the police presence here. Citizens won't do that because, unfortunately, the Daniel Penny effect has frozen them. They're not going to get involved.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So now, you can be raped on the train and nobody's going to get involved.
I've seen grown men who normally might have gotten involved. They're just not getting involved any longer. We train. This is what we do. We know how to do it. And we'll coordinate it once we get on the train with the conductor, who obviously has more freedom than the motorman, but we'll obviously make sure that that train is stopped and that the police respond and that we keep order in the...
Wouldn't it be bizarre, right, if like the drug dealers and the guardian angel type people and the Hell's Angel, they all team up to save their city?
in the car so that nobody gets hurt, including the emotionally disturbed person or the homeless person.
Yeah. So let me show you this thing from a few years ago. And again, I just think this really speaks volumes to the man's character. God. There's this new format going on where things don't download with a sound. I guess it's to stop people doing exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, let me see if I can find... I don't know, is this... Let me see if I can find this one. Let's see if it downloads. It's a 30-minute clip, so it's going to take... Oh, no, but it's 30-minute clip, but much lower quality. So, okay. Oh, it's 20 seconds to go. But will it work, right? Will it work is a question. There's been a real pain in the ass with YouTube over the last few days. I guess I guess this is why they're doing it, to make their make things like proprietary. Here it comes. Let's see if this works. Oh, there you go. So this is like half an hour long, right? So, here. So this guy comes up in one of his militant things.
Zero tolerance. It's a perfect example. Yo, what's up, man? What's your name?
I'm trying to agree.
Okay, man. How long you lived here?
6 years.
I mean, again, I want you to see how he's like talking to him, and he's talking to him with respect, right? He's not going crazy. He's just like, he really is engaging with him. It's very impressive. I'm sorry. I think this is exactly right. And I don't think I would have the same presence of mind to be as together as this guy.
What's your name?
I'm trying to agree.
Okay, man. How long you lived here?
6 years.
6 years. 6 years. And where you
Yeah, it's that. Police came out and said, no, this is fine.
I'm from Georgetown, Diana.
All right, Diane. Now, when you first came here, where were you?
At 49 Long
Can you hear him? It's very faint. But he's asking, when he first came here, where were you? He's asking him simple questions that he'll know he'll respond to.
Okay. How did you end up here in the Penn Station area?
I got lost in the wind.
Have you ever been hospitalized?
A lot of times.
Like where?
He's like, I've been hospitalized a lot of times. Again, I'm so impressed with how he's dealing with this.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. We'll take care of you, okay? I've seen you here many times. Many times. Many times. Many times. Many times. You shouldn't be out in the streets. You shouldn't be in Penn Station.
I just don't want to take advantage of you guys.
You're not taking advantage. This is our responsibility.
That's it. That's a bit one okay. This is our responsibility, right? 100% right. And what a better world it is for it. So, honestly, I wish him Godspeed. I hope he does very, very well. Because the alternative is horrible, right? The alternative is this, right? Which is England right now. England, disaster. Oh, my heart bleeds for England. It really does. Because I love England. But England is like, I know, this is the worst I've ever seen anything ever in England. So, this woman a bit down on her luck.
You on the streets?
I am, yeah.
What? How long have you been on the streets?
I left your partner through domestic violence. He did all this.
Oh,
Slashed
my.
me, burnt me, all sorts. Left the home, reported it. Went to the council. The council said I've made myself intentionally homeless by leaving my home, so therefore they have no duty of care to house me. Because I don't have an addiction problem or a priority medical health need, I'm healthy enough to stay on the streets. That's what they've said. Sorry.
So this woman clearly is like she was running from domestic abuse, nowhere to go, and it's on the street, right? Compared to, right, batshit bonkers Britain. Check this out. This is shocking.
Who come to these places?
Who? Wait, who? Who's asking the question?
Who? I'm asking. Say that again, sorry.
Don't disturb them.
I'm not stopping them. How am I stopping them?
You're disturbing.
As I mentioned to you guys, it's not comfortable.
They were just unload. Look at all these TVs. And apparently, this is for one of these immigrant hotels, right? Which you pay for, and they're all getting these nice new TVs, and security's all over them, right? It's why do you have to keep it so secret?
But they're not being told what's going on. So if there was a bit more transparency, it wouldn't be a problem. But
right, and this is what caused the Southport riots, and also Keir Starmer lying it through his fucking teeth. Right, again, money for flat screen TVs for illegal immigrants, but that woman lives on the street. That's England for you, mate. I want to tell you, like, as happy and excited as I am for America, is as sad as I am for England. Right? It's I just hoping for some kind of thing that like forces an election. That's something. I don't know what. Right? I really can't even like I can't imagine what would force an election. But like, oh, you gotta hope, baby. You gotta hope. That's my my dearest wish for the year, that somehow you get free from the tyranny of Starmer, right? Anyway, so to help keep you warm on these cold nights, I present you a deep, dark delving into my spank bank. You're welcome. Anna de Armas making a delightful debut on my thumbnails. We can have a look of a close-up of the models, and their individual pictures. Millie there, looking ravishing as always. Well done, Millie, may I say. I'm sure the real Millie Gibson's very beautiful. I like my purely synthetic version. Like the slutty dress, darling. Well, I do feel she'll wear a dress like that. As was Sydney Sweeney. Sydney, you have reinvigorated not only this old man, but also the movie industry. Yeah, a bit of sexy bling. Wow, who'd have thought that would go down well, right? Nicola looking a little bit tipsy. A little bit GTF tipsy, GTF Nicola there, which is, I would say probably the best type of Nicola. Yeah, I would say so. Again, the surprise edition of Anna Armas. Anna Armas, just relentlessly awesome, right? And then she was in this like Roman slave series where she was like this sexy Roman slave girl. I mean, like essentially, it was taking any work out of making a masturbatory fantasy for you. It was like, well, okay then. I'll just go with that, I guess. You know, I like to try and think things through for myself. And not all made the cut. Yeah, I'm sorry, ScarJo. ScarJo got feminism, right? And you see, not the fairest of them all anymore, ScarJo. I can't tell you, darling. I know. She's probably very sad, right? She's probably very sad. Never mind. You know, and I'm sure you'll get a female president soon. Maybe you'll have the idea of not fielding one that's insanely shit, right? Maybe, yeah, not a crazy cackling woman who moves between being Indian and black at will, right? Who certainly didn't blow away to the White House or to the vice presidency. That certainly didn't happen now, did it? No. With an intelligence like that, why? How could you suggest such a thing? Oh yeah, so I didn't say I haven't lit yet. My wife is tonight. She's spending some time with her mother, so we're gonna like after the stream. You know, so I'm a bit famished, right? But you know, I will persevere later. I will persevere. Let us get to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Colin Archer, agent, Colin Archer, Happy New Year, sir. RIP Johnny Walker. What? The company closed? What? Johnny Walker? Johnny Walker. Former radio DJ, not the whiskey. Okay, fine. I was worried about the whiskey. I mean, not really that I like Johnny Walker. I suspect I know which way the Rabbi will go on this one. Given the costumes of magical choice, Barbara Eden or Elizabeth Montgomery. It's not even close. Are you crazy? I mean, I would have to see them both in the Barbara Eden costume, obviously. But right now, it's here. Let's see if I can. 1 second. Is there even a sexy Elizabeth Montgomery shot? Huh? Sexy Elizabeth Montgomery. I bet there isn't one. Right? I bet there isn't. Okay, so there is, but not as much as. Now I got to share the screen. But yeah, no, I mean, not even close. That has to be Barbara Eden, right? So now I lost where I am. You got me all excited, Colin. Don't get me famished. Don't share screen. All right, so all right, yeah, no, 100%. She's sexy. Okay, definitely sexy. Although a bit of a scowly puss there. Yeah, she's got that like I don't know, kind of a scowly. Okay, so let's go for Barbara Eden. Barbara Eden. Oh, it's not even close. Come on, I haven't even seen that before. Oy vey. Okay. It's a 91st birthday. Get out of town. I kind of hope that's AI. Yeah, it's not even close. I mean, look at her. Okay. Yeah. No, it's Barbara Eden, baby. What movie is this? I've really got to look more into Barbara Eden's extended career. Okay, fine. So yeah, that's a good question. It was a good question, Colin. I don't want to poo-poo it, right? That was indeed a good question. Jeffrey, doink. But Barbara Eden, really? Again, not even close. What are we up to? Fine. Otis Studies there. Otis Studies, thank you for joining us. The only downside you can't get. Oh God, I know. Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy for Tom, and I'm surprised nobody's mentioned him in the news reports. And they're normally just spitting bullets about Sadiq Khan, and rightly so. So disgusting. That nasty little racist troll of filth is getting a knighthood. Ugh. But he delivers the wokey vote, right, to Keir, and Keir desperately needs any vote right now. He's fucked. But that's why they're rushing to everything, because they know that I think they know their time's limited, right? I think they believe they got 4 years. I don't think so. Again, I have no idea what on earth could be done, but I hope something. Oh, they'll be dancing in the street, right? I mean, really, and England just looks so stupid. It's so twatty that it's going backwards. Right, I mean, yeah, it looks so stupid. As the whole world steams, to prosperity and happiness, England runs as fast as it can in the opposite fucking direction. What absolute cockwomble morons! Oh, I can tell you. John Cox is here. He did. That's what I can tell you. John Cox is here. Dan Evans here. Robert Payne is here. What year is this? 20 years after 10 regenerated? I don't know. I lost count after 1987, quite frankly. You gotta love Philip Siegel's Doctor Who. It was so epic, right? I love those sets. Love the best TARDIS, right? Best TARDIS. I'm muted. Oh dear. I'm not still muted. D is here, and I was muted. Looks like I'm not muted. Okay, fine, good. Yes, Christmas was started by a chubby lady who ate a star. And she was so stunning and so brave, she made Shooty cry. Shooty cry. Oh, Ecky Thump. Ecky Thump. Oh, I know. It's a stunning and brave story of a fat lady eating a star. Yeah. I finally worked out what it is that I didn't understand about many things, actually. But this is from Disparu's review of it, and I'm so glad. It was so obvious, right? The whole thing is like, they go to a hotel room and there's this weird door. It's always locked. You never no idea what it is. It's the door to the adjoining room in case you have family, right? And you have you want to put kids in one room and parents in another. It's an adjoining, like literally everybody knows what it is. But they don't? I don't understand how they don't know what an adjoining door is. And nobody said, oh, it's just the adjoining door. Right? To the next room. I guess the weirdos at the BBC don't have kids. As would be my guess. I don't know. But maybe they don't remember having kids. As a matter of fact, does Israel go by the Christian or Jewish tradition for the year in general? We have... a bit of both, really. Holiday cycle is the Jewish holidays that go by the lunar. Well, it's not really purely the lunar calendar. It's the lunar calendar metered by the solar calendar, because we have our festivals have to be in certain seasons, right? So that's the whole thing with they're going over in this thing I study every day called Daf Yomi. About what you need to do to add on we don't have a leap year, we have a leap month. What you have to do to called intercalate the seasons. You would actually find this very interesting, Colin. It's like, I think biblical Talmudic writings would be right up your alley, mate. I written that, Colin. I really do. I think they'll be right up your alley if you're in the. Oh, there's a cat. Hello, Whitey. How you doing? But there you go. Petey Richards here. It's gonna be the year we took back what it is. Oh, don't make me do another Babylon 5. But yeah, I hope so. Again, if it wasn't something so bad in England, I would feel much better, right? I really would. To Robert Payne is here, doing Robert Payne. Boy was so rich, said it was so fine. But his wife would never toe the line. It's all there in chapter 29 of Genesis. Okay, that must be from what was it, Minima City Blues, I think. No, Joseph Technicolor, Technicolor Dreamcoat. Man, that's a great story. Joseph is really like the most important guy. I think the most important character in the Bible. First, Eric Carpenter said they were gay. Well, he will probably know. 8 days rather than 7. It seems to be a recurring number in mythology and mysticism, although the oil lasted 7 days extra. So, there's the whole book written on that. Like, why do we like for 8 nights if there's only miraculous for 7? It's a whole book of different answers to that one question. In Jewish mysticism, 7 represents the totality of the physical world, right? Because you have the 6 different directions going: front, back, left, right, up, and down, plus a third dimension to turn in, right? And then when you get to 8 is beyond this reality and into a metaphysical reality, it being 8 essentially. Andy Simon. Oh, sorry, not Andy Simon. Simon Andy's here. Simon Andy, thank you for joining us. You need to get your daughter married. Oh, don't tell me about it. Yes, I am aware. Right, I am aware. I don't remember from Friends holiday song where she rhymed Hanukkah with Monica and Dreidel and Rachel and Chandler with Andler. Okay, I hated that one. The Hanukkah armadillo. Rabbi, the red-nosed reindeer. That would be good. I would go for that. Giorgio A. Tosgula said, it's Alien. Okay. So did Arnold Rimmer. Aliens. Yeah, look, aliens use that bog roll. Yes. Alien, we're talking about On Top of the Clouds, right? It's the same guy with the same brown glasses. I don't know what but it is bloody weird, isn't it? I mean, that's what it is. We can all agree. Well, that's weird because it is, right? Look, if you just come in, I'll show you this again. Because this is weird, right? It's weird. Is John Lennon dead? Right? Well, who knows? Let's go again. That's not John Lennon, I mean. A bit of Paul McCartney there. There's a bloke with him in the background. Who is that? Yeah, that looks like John Lennon. Wouldn't it be weird if it was? Yeah, wouldn't that be weird if he was John Lennon? Yeah, I think that would be weird, right? I do think that would be weird. I forgot to do this. Doink. Yeah. Really? Yeah, I really hate iCloud stuff. It always keeps uploading stuff to cloud without me knowing it. Download now. Yes. It's they're all going ding 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 ding. And last one. There you go. Doink. We're going to open up the 46 items for the our year in review. Where are we up to? What they got originally? Weren't the original Guardian Angels black, or is that just me? It's just you misremembering. I mean, there are black ones, but that was always the guy, Curtis, right? Happy New Year, says Dr. Oh, man, Dr. Alice has got a lot of cool stuff going on. I've got to get back. Now he's finally doing the thing I've been begging him to do, which is, okay, Dr. Alex, there's several ways you can enjoy season 14, right? One way, the best way is Dr. Alex's performance, which is really fun, right? I get on board with it. It's because it feels very intimate, right? And it feels very real. However, I like if you want to get on with it and do something mindless in the foreground. I find it very hard to do that with that. So he's got the AI Peter Capaldi reading them, and he just put out episode 4, I think, tomorrow. So yeah, look, if you're up for that, go check those out. I really got to review this. So maybe we'll aim for Saturday, right? No show on Thursday. I will be doing a show tomorrow, I think. Is my plan. Is the plan right now. This hasn't aged well. What hasn't aged well? I wonder what it is. What was it? Sadiq Khan? I don't know. The way Elon and Trump are going, there will be. Well, I hope so, right? I thought Sadiq was supposed to be leave the country if Trump won. Well, please, just go. I would say go to Canada, but Canada's about to, dump Trudeau massively. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Hispania Leyenda, where I come from. I don't know what that means. Oh, right. We're talking about Anna de Armas. There you go. Yes. Man, was that hot. Holy crap. I mean, like, how did she get any hotter? She's unbelievable. Actually, see if I can find, what was it? Anna de Armas on Conan O'Brien. And, it was around Blade Runner time. Anna de Armas, Blade Runner, Conan O'Brien. Yeah. Is this it? Oh yeah, fine. This is a quick clip. Doink. Because you can't really. I don't think you can. If it works, though, who knows, right? Who knows what's doing with this stuff nowadays? Fine. Well, we will get back to it down. It says 2 minutes to download. Fine. Let's go back to the chat. Got some New Year doctor to ring in. Yes, I was just talking about it. The doctor arrests from here on in and make the time machine audio says yes. Who's reading that? Richard Burton? I can't remember. AI Richard Burton. Happy New Year, says Mark Cook. Consolidated ratings should be out tomorrow. What do you reckon they're going to be? That's a good question. They're not here. One second. Look at it. Doctor Who ratings. Ratings. We'll do 2023. Here we go. Doink. Share screen. Share screen. Doink. So the Christmas special, yeah. So it went from a 4.73 to a 7.26. So how much does that jump up? Let me just use a calculator. I'm trying to work it in my gummy little head. So 7.26 minus 4.73 equals the 2.53 bump. I would be surprised if it gets that. I would be really surprised if it gets a 2.53 bump. Yeah, I mean, it was his first episode. I think they'll be really lucky to get that here, because the bump they've been getting with Shoot has been very low. I mean, other than in Russell's pants. Right? The average bump has been, I mean, look at this. It's because I don't think this increase, the 7-day thing increases because of Christmas, right? I think you get the live audience. So 3.77 looks like the highest, right? So this is a generous bump. So 3.77 minus 2.62, 1.5. I think 1.15. So I'm gonna make a guess, right? I'm gonna make a guess that it'll be 5.6. I'm gonna say 5.6. That's what I reckon. I think it'll be 5.6. We'll find out. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, but I think 5.6 sounds reasonable. Oh, the Anadama things. This is funny. I say, hello, my darling. How are you? Look, the bloody so annoying. She looks so hot there as well. I'll try another downloader, see if that helps. YouTube downloader. I guess we'll try from this one. This one's a bit of a pain in the ass, but let's see if it works. Here we go, doink. Yes, I do it as a. Let me see if this works. Hang on. If I download it in lower quality. Okay, see if it works.
Oh! 2049, which is in theaters right now. Congratulations on the film. The reviews are incredible. It's going to be massive.
Oh God, I forgot. I can't stand James Gordon.
Tell everybody what this film's about and who you play.
I can't. I can't.
You can't say who you play.
Yeah, like that I can. But you know, it's such a big mystery. It's been very hard to talk about it and share all the experience about the movie because we, you know. But I play Joy, and I am.
Joy was a great name for you, darling. Oh, that certainly happened whenever I saw you.
Ryan's love interest.
Yeah.
She's a very special
It must have been very
lady.
hard.
Very hard. Sorry.
To be Ryan Gosling's love
Very
interest.
hard. I had to deal with a couple of kisses and so,
Oh God, I can't stand him. Oh God, I mean, honestly, it makes me want to retch. This is like height of woke as well. 2017.
5 months hanging with him.
You actually had to kiss him on the lips.
Yeah.
He's so disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Gross.
No,
Gross.
go on. What was it like?
No, but she is a very special lady, very smart, very
boring.
To get that role.
It was like 3 auditions that I remember with, you know.
He was asking if he had to suck his dick.
I don't know, a big smile because I was very nervous, but then he is such a great director and he's so grateful for anything you do. And on the second audition,
I'll be grateful for anything you do as well, darling. I'll be very grateful.
we finished and I could tell he was very happy with it. And he, you know, closed the door and sat me down and he was like, we need to talk about something, if, you know, so we know if we can move forward to the 3rd audition. There are 2 things that I, you know, want to talk to you about. First, there's nudity in the movie.
Could there be nudity in the office as well?
Second, I might need you to, you know, darker, you know, put your hair darker and cut it.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone got very serious and tense. And I was thinking about it for a while and I said, okay, can we talk about the hair? Because I'm not okay with, can we get a wig? And he's like, are we discussing the hair instead of what's going on
So you're
here?
like, this is fine. Just don't touch this.
I'm okay with getting naked,
I'll
but
get
what
naked
about my
right
hair?
now, but this...
Yeah, and again, this is why Under Armour is awesome. Yes, again, kind of suck the pussy out of James Corden there. Ugh, God, he's such a pussy. Although that Gavin and Stacey, that did very well. Right? You can't argue with how well Gavin and Stacey did. I mean, bloody hell. The normies were psyched for that one. Yeah, so because I'll be out tomorrow. But definitely sexy. I personally find them both attractive. Well, they're attractive, yeah. No, but Barbara is way sexier. Oh, come on. It's not even close, baby. 8-Bit Snip Boy is here. How you doing, 8-Bit Snip Boy? Thank you for joining us. And we have... I didn't bother watching Christmas special. I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't. Like, I don't really want to watch section 30, whatever it is, 31. You know, I can't be bothered, but I'm going to. I just watched this through, and at least it's entertaining, unlike Twatwire and Co. Yeah, no, it did. That really was an entertaining hour of YouTube. I agree with you. Interesting, yeah, no, I realized, as I said, that's why I said Jason Technical Drinko. Perhaps the John Lennon looking fella in the Beatles cover band. Could be. Who knows or dares to dream, right? And we have, what was it? Connor says, seems to be you pointing to spending you to. Oh, it was you. Oh boy, is that hot! I can't show any clips of it on YouTube because you know, they might be fine, but me exploding in cum may not be. You know, that might not be the way you want to start your New Year's Eve, baby. That's a sad and terrible omen for 2025. right? To be slimed by Tzvi Lebetkin. Yeah, don't do that, baby. Don't do that. Fine. Where shall we start? Shall we start with a bit of Doctor Who news? Yes, we will. Hang on a second. We got the Tom. Let's leave with the Tom Baker story. Tom Baker, very, very well-deserved MBE. I wholeheartedly agree with this. Yeah, a very well-deserved MBE. Here we go. Someone was voicing concern for. There you go. Somebody was voicing concern for Tom Baker's health the other day, right? From when he did the Christmas message. And yeah, look, this is a very different Tom Baker than we got 10 years ago from the 50th anniversary, right? That was quite a stocky Tom Baker. This is a very frail, right, and withering Tom Baker. But everyone's allowed to grow old, baby. It happens, right? It happens to the best of us. We're up to Doctor Who star Tom Baker's health. And fan concern as he's made it MBE. Yeah, look, this is the only bit of the honest list that I'm happy. Actually, there's a couple of other ones. There's Alan Titchmarsh, but I think he already had one. And Lloyd Grossman. That was the one that fascinated me, right? Because I always knew him from... yeah, this was Alex Phillips was talking about this on Talk TV, big hot as he always is. So we did a bit of a dive of watching Through the Keyhole. And I remember that, Through the Keyhole. Right, when you would look around a celebrity's house and you have to work out who they were from, where they were. But the thing is, people lived much more modestly back then. It's really fascinating to see. But that was hosted by Lloyd Grossman, as I recall. Doctor Who legend Tom Baker once said he had no intention of dying, but fans are worried about how frail the star looked. I mean, I don't think he looks any more frail than he did a year ago. Right, I think he's been looking I think he's been looking about the same. In fact, I got used to him looking this frail now. Right, he's been looking the same way for a good couple of years. I mean, since COVID, I would say, yeah, it's been a long time. And again, he was much more stocky when he was in the 60th anniversary. Oh, he looks like a foot there. If I remember, okay, you really need to see pictures. Okay, this is he's lost weight in recent. Why don't they show a picture of him? Wouldn't that tell the bloody story? I don't know. It's just. Yeah, I don't know. But again, he's in one of you, Tom was asked about his lasting legacy. Yeah, let's see. It was asked about his lasting legacy, but few. Come on, legacy is after people die, isn't it? Is he out of his mind? No, I have no intention of dying, none at all. God, it was such an effort to come into this world, but it's another story. That's another story. No legacy. That's just Tom Baker being Tom Baker, really, isn't it? I know. It seems like a bit of a silly non-story to me, quite frankly. Right? Should we? Yeah, let's go a bit of Joyce the World stuff. Doctor Who writer confirms the story detail added late in the day of Joyce the World. The whole thing didn't seem too thought out to me. Honestly, the absolute confusion about why there's a locked door in every hotel room. And again, it's just like, but we all know it's to the adjoining room. Again, I can't believe it took Disprove to point this out, right? And it was like, what's the problem I had? I think it was just, it's too massive and obvious a question, right? To just be able to blank out and ignore. It's too bizarre, right? It's absolutely just too bizarre. I don't know. Okay, the reference to the COVID pandemic wasn't in the very first draft. Well, that's interesting. Now, a lot of people have been a bit miffed about that. Honestly, I think that's Doctor Who doing politics quite well because in the current era. Because look, they think they're being anti-Tory, and they certainly thought they were when they were writing it. 2 years ago, right? But now it's anti-Labour, it's anti-WHO, right? It's anti-authority. That's what it is. And so it's got. This is why it's a problem for Doctor Who to be written so far ahead of its broadcast, because Doctor Who is it needs to be a very contemporary show for it to be. That's part of its DNA, right? It always should be on the cutting edge, right, of television, right? And like it's so stale when it hits the air, like because it's so woke. Woke has gone stale, right? And so it's so stale by the time it hits the air. I think how would this have gone if this had aired in, I don't know, whatever year that they wrote, like 2022, right? Or like this was made for like 2017. How would it air, how would this have gone down if instead of Jodie? I don't know. Pretty bad. pretty awful. So it's added in late. I wonder what. Okay, so let's read the story of this. I'm intrigued. Tell me more. Doctor Who's owned what? Did they want to make what's the name even more sad and pathetic? Which is bizarre. Doctor Who Stephen Moffat has opened up about how one of the show's story detail in Doctor Who 2020 Christmas Special Joy of the World was added into a later draft. The episode, which was penned by Moffat, blah blah blah, Christmas Day, blah blah blah, 15th Doctor, blah blah blah. In one scene, Joy is told how she lost her mother and revealed that she couldn't be there in person while the awful people parted. Yeah, look. It brought down the gun, but it's always terrible when you give lefty lovers any reason to say they're right. They live to be right, and then their greatest terror is being wrong. That's why they hated Biden, right? Because Biden just proved them all wrong. That's probably why they don't like Harris. No, they're still in denial about Harris. Well, all people Biden. It appeared to be a reference to the Partygate scandal during the pandemic. Think about the party looks so lame. It looks so lame, and it was so dumb as well. I love Labour acting like they're above this. Labour are the worst. Think about the inclusion in the story. Moffat told the Hollywood Reporter, "It was just looking for a reason and means for something to why somebody's sad on Christmas Day. I've heard that version of the story so many times." Yeah, me too. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't know somebody who has a story like that. Or okay, yeah. Now you're making a good point, Steve. You're not pointing out you don't know what an adjoining room is because you only just use a hotel for, like, I don't know, business and fucking, I guess. It's a piece of our history. It defined us. Yeah, no, I agree with you. So if someone's going to be angry at Christmas Day, why not that? Okay, good writing instinct, right? And that was a good reason. The first thing that came to mind, why would you be angry on Christmas Day? I think it was something else in the very first show. I can't remember what. And then I was sitting there thinking, why would I be angry on Christmas Day? And I thought, OMG, that's it. And once you thought of that, you're not going to leave it behind. That's why you'll be angry. Yeah, I thought that was one thing that worked in the story. If you don't know, right, Joy is a lonely fat cunt, right, who doesn't have any friends, and tries to make friends with a fly when they walk in. By the way, there was another really weird thing happened. I thought I missed the plot point, but like, you've seen the clip where the alien turns up, right? Where the Silurian turns up. Yeah, I'll show you the bit. Hang on. Okay. I lost the video file. That's what I'm looking for. Doink. Thinking about it. Joyce the World. But I was watching Sherlock, what the season 4, which wasn't people's favorites, right? And I sort of watching this goes, oh, that's why people love this show. It's freaking awesome, right? It was fantastic. Okay, shoot you go. Fuck off. Yeah, he's turning up to still some milk on a cup that's bigger on the inside. He just doesn't work as a doctor. I'm sorry. The bloke he was talking to would work better as a doctor. Hang on. Okay, yeah, this is it. Right. Toasty latte. So then the woman around the hotel just shows up. So I thought she was mesmerized or something. No, this is just a plot point they don't answer. Look at this.
Who are you then?
Joy.
Joy, top name Joy.
Could someone just... Could someone please tell me what is going on?
Well.
Why is there a lizard man in my room?
I'm so sorry. This has never happened before.
Question.
And that's the entire answer. Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. This has never happened before. What? That's it? That's the entire answer? She's not like, holy shit, there's a lizard man. Right? I don't know. It's just weird. But having said that, I thought the cancer storyline was good, right? Doctor Who Stephen wanted to use a return to the time hotel. Stephen, it wasn't that great an idea. Okay, the problem is you don't know why they have adjoining rooms. You're a weirdo, mate. That's really the bottom line. You're just a weirdo. If you don't know why they have adjoining rooms, you are a weirdo. What's weird is nobody on your staff knows why they have adjoining rooms. Right? That's really weird. That's weird and creepy. But doesn't Stephen Moffat have kids? I don't understand. Maybe he never went on vacation with them. Listen, I just got to shoot everybody working in the entertainment industry is some sick weirdo somehow. So look, Stephen, it's not such a fantastic idea. I'm sorry, mate. It just isn't such a fantastic idea. And it's really evidence that when they open the door and the Time Hotel isn't connected, it's just a brick wall. Why shouldn't it just be to the adjoining room? It really is weird how they didn't understand that, right? It really is bizarre. Oh, she looks so fucking stupid in season 2. Again, I think we got 8 episodes. Well, 7. He's not in one of them. Of this doctor to have to crawl through. Oh, fuck me. Oh, we might have to deal with it for 5 months, I reckon. So that'd be good. I don't know. I think maybe 4. The 3 or 4. All right, what's it? So I can't get rid of this. Oh, it's better. I can't imagine the Doctor being able to resist going there. Okay. Doctor Who teased that the Time Hotels for the show's 2024 question could revisit in future episodes. The venue acted as a key plot device of Joy to the World, which was penned by former showrunner Moffat. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. 15th Doctor, blah, blah, blah. Recent interview with Hollywood Reporter. He's been talking a lot with them, I guess. A spin-off, you could do a spin-off. You could do a spin-off for that, Stephen. Davis responded. That's a show, isn't it? I mean, that's Mr. Ben for a new generation. Well, give them a try with Mr. Ben. They'll probably like that. Honestly, yeah, I bet you can put Mr. Ben on TikTok and it'll do well. That's a really interesting idea. I bet it would do well. Man, I really do. It's really freaky. You could actually bring the Time Hotel back. I can't imagine the Doctor being able to resist going there. Oh, please, could you? Chris also saw Derry Girl's star. I thought she was Bridgerton's star. That's how they called her now. Nicola Coughlan make her Doctor Who debut. She appeared as the titular character Joy and assisted the Time Lord in his efforts in stopping Villain Guard. And why? Okay. Stephen, you work exclusively for the most evil corporations in the world. Maybe you shouldn't talk about how evil corporations are, right? You work for the BBC and Apple. For fuck's sake. I mean, like, no one's holding a gun saying you must work for these quasi-fascist organizations, right? But you do. I don't tell you. The Christmas also Derry blah 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 Joy. Speaking on Doctor Who Unleashed, Moffat also revealed the poignant Christmas special line that was almost out from the episode. The pointing to the Joy's sadness can be in how much she smiles. Joy is the kind of person you know how sad is when often they smile. Really sad people are always putting up a front. They're always smiling through it. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yet we know. But it was so nice if you could have led her to be like a fulfilled, happy person rather than a fat cunt who had a star. right? And then canonize Jesus somehow. There's a line in the script which nearly fell out, and I'm glad it stayed in. Have you seen your smile like a lid on a boiling pot? You're angry, you're sad, and you're ready to fight. Yeah, and again, and that fact that she went nowhere, I felt it was kind of tragic. I don't want to be someone who looks sad. You see sadness in the eyes. Yeah, okay, Stephen, this isn't as subtle as you think it is, darling. Right? This is not some subtle subtext we couldn't see through. Right? Spiritual undercurrent. What's this one? Yeah, look at this. Doctor Who got praise the spiritual undercurrent in Christmas special. Is there a spiritual undercurrent in it? Yes, there is. Yeah, actually, there is. I guess here's the thing. It's hard to believe you're not trying to be offensive to Christians, right? It's hard to try and believe that because you hate Christians with every fiber of your being, right? That's what your side is, right? You absolutely hate Christians. You hate Christians. You hate Christianity. You hate everything about it, right? You're just filled with venom and hate for it and Christian values, right? So in a previous time, when you had, Joy becoming the star that the wise men followed, that would have been a cute little wink, from the Doctor Who to the, the biblical Christmas universe. Like it would be a kiss to it. Now it feels like an insult, even if it was trying to be nice, right? Because I know you can't be from a culture that absolutely hates something and then pretend your every word about it isn't hateful. But maybe even if it wasn't in this case, right? But yes, have a look. Stephen Moffat. Let me guess, he's not the Hollywood Reporter. Unleashed says, this Christmas episode I've enjoyed so much. I enjoyed the script. Stephen Moffat back doing what he does best. There's a kind of spiritual undercurrent to his scripts, which is really powerful and interesting to have in a sci-fi script. No, most sci-fi scripts have that sort of thing. Gower didn't get specific about the moments in the episode. There are a few spiritual scenes. Well, again, Joy does eat a star and then becomes the North Star that like sucks up her mother or something. I don't know. And mention of an afterlife of Joy embracing becoming one with the star at the end of the special. When it's being revealed, there was that was the fact the star of Bethlehem. Again, yeah. So I feel that was offensive to Christians, and I can't speak for Christians because being a bit Jewy. Right, I feel it will be a bit out of order for me to talk for them, but it feels like you're taking the piss, right? Speaking to Nerdist, at the time of the episode's release, Moffat said, "I don't have one, but Doctor is interesting when it. I don't have one, but Doctor is interesting when it comes to faith because he's always, as he was in the time of Angels with Father Octavian, quite disparaging of it. Except he's got faith in so many things. He has faith there's order in the universe, that there's truth and beauty, and the same thing. I mean, yeah, look, he wrote all those great speeches, especially the one with Capaldi. All right, when he's trying to talk the two masters into turning around, right, and being good. Yeah. He has faith. He has faith in all the things. So when he disparages faith, he's a complete hypocrite. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, Stephen, again, your society that you're coming from has is engaged currently in an all-out hateful war with traditional religion. So it's hard to sell that this isn't you dissing traditional religion. It seems very much exactly what you're doing, right? Don't know what to tell you, mate. Do not know what to tell you, other than it's even if you're telling the truth, which I don't know you are. Okay, because it's interesting the subject. He loves Monday or calls. He's actually respects her faith. But I'm worried when people ask why faith is part of the episode, they think I'm disparaging. I'm not disparaging it at all. It seems to be you are. It seems to be that you're trying to remove faith and replace it with a new faith, right? Yeah. If there's anything, doing sci-fi, see if there's any more Doctor Who stuff there. No, fine. So there's one more thing that, this has rubbed people up the wrong way massively. That they very much intimated that the war chief in the war game, again, the colorization is so good, is the master. They intimated by putting on the modern master music when they saw each other. And for me, people are really fucked off with it. For me, it doesn't matter at all, right? It really genuinely doesn't matter at all. I kind of, I don't even mind putting the modern master music on. I want people, like, I would love people who have only watched modern Doctor Who to like watch classic Doctor Who. That I like that gateway to be open, but like, was this a bridge too far? I really don't know. For me, it actually wasn't, but I could see why people are pissed off. All right, imagine the master. Wait a minute. Yeah, come back here. I just lost my spot. Doctor Producer on War Chief. Imagine that it's the master, and it becomes even more epic. Well, that's why it's been a thing, right? That's exactly why. So the War Games in color lent into a popular fan theory. I mean, a lot of it leans into fan theory, but really, they should have just done Tomb of the Sidemen. The entire thing was just unintelligible. Yeah, let's see if I can pull out the clip where you see the master, where they play the master music. Where is it? Oh, I don't even know where I put it now. Did I put it in the Doctor Who folder? I can't imagine I put it in the Doctor Who folder. Where'd it go? I don't have to go. If I have to go look for it, forget it. Maybe it's in the Doctor Who folder. Maybe I got that efficient. No. Hang on. Does I have a clip of it over here? Hang on. I've got a folder thing. Should we? Oh, here it is. Let's have a look. See what's in here. No. That's annoying. War Games. No, I can't even find my copy of it. Anyway, they play the master music. Fine. You know, I guess we didn't need that visual aid. Right. The recent special edition of the classic of the War Games hinted at a major reveal appearing that to confirm the long-held fan theory. Well, it doesn't confirm it because it's not really canon. This is like fanfic. And the chosen producer Phil Coulson has expanded on why this decision was made. War Game first aired in 1969, featured a villain's character known as the War Chief, played by Edward Brayshaw, and he is pretty much. He's pretty exact. He's very mastery. Right, yes, he is. Although Doctor Who villain the Master wouldn't officially appear in the series until 2 years later, debuting in Terror of the Autons, many fans have speculated the War Chief might be an early incarnation or later. No, earlier. The War Games in Color re-edit of the serial features a new colorized visuals, a new soundtrack appeared to take credence for it, incorporating Murray Gold's Master music theme with the master into scenes featuring the War Chief. In my head, the War Chief has always been the master, and we've let into that. I mean, they didn't like completely, confirm that, but they pretty much did. We got Murray Gold and W. Simpson master themes under some of those big confrontations he has with Patrick Troughton. Again, that's really got people upset. But I don't mind that at all, right? It's just brilliant, but when you imagine the Doctor's Master becomes more epic, I agree. You end up investing in it so much more. You would do if you could follow it. It's just dizzying. All right, the whole thing, it just doesn't breathe. The potential link between the war chief and the master has been previously addressed in various spin-off media, with various stories either confirming or quashing the idea. With so many different terms, including the new version of the war games, the whole thing remains ambiguous and able for people to make up their own minds. Which I kind of agree with that, right? I do kind of. I mean, I don't know. It's not like so obvious, but you see you hear a regeneration and some master music. It pretty much confirms it. I mean, it's kind of weird if it doesn't. The latest season of Doctor Who will air on BBC One UK Disney Plus in 2025. Trailer release, blah blah blah. Trailer was very unimpressive, right? I hate to say it, very unimpressive. Oh, new Doctor Who magazine out on Thursday. Oh, yeah, the new SFX came out. I don't think I'll go with that now, though. Right? It's a multiverse Doctor, not the real Doctor in the War Games in colour. Yeah, I agree. I just wish the colorization wasn't that Super John. I just wish the colorization wasn't so freaking good. The colorization was fantastic, right? The Chief is desperate, out of the depth, and completely subservient to the Warlord. You can't equate him with a master, but he always gets. That's the basic plot of the master. Oh, I'm going to work with this supervillain. It's out of control. I don't know what I'm going to do. I better get the Doctor help. Right? That was the plot of every master story, pretty much, for the first several years of the master. He always did that. That was like a master thing to do. I know. But yeah, look, this has got people's backup, along with pretty much everything else they're doing. It has not been a good year for Doctor Who. Let's be fair. It has not been a good year for Doctor Who. But let's finish year in review, right? We are up to finished September, now we're up to October. There we go. Where are we starting up with? Rusty, there was this everything wrong. The queer era is awesome. Yeah, he did. Oh. And like the more the world ran in the opposite direction, which is what's going here, right? The more, and this is from a universe before the dam burst, right? But the more it ran in wandering, Rusty ran in the opposite. Are Hollywood a-holes still saying they're on the wrong side of history? No, they've shut up now. Now the election's over and they've lost, right, universally. You know, I heard somebody say that on one of these talk shows, one of these talking head shows, like, well, that's how democracy worked. Labour won in a landslide and you lost, so that's the way it is. They didn't win in a landslide. They got Conservatives lost in a landslide. It's very different, right? Hilarious Hollywood douchebag meltdowns. A lot of them going about there. So this is from October 1st. We're a month away from the election, and they were really selling that. Oh, Kamala Harris has it in the bag, right? Has it in the bag. You know what else I wish was in the bag? Megapolis. So that was awful. That was the worst move I've ever seen, right? It had Natalie Emmanuel in it, who looks stunning. In every second she's on, she is stunning beyond stunning, this woman. Right? But it was awful. Just absolutely awful in every way. It was real garbage, right? Jodie Whittaker gets the perfect job. This was being a spokesperson for a mental health company or something. Eggy thought I never thought to give anyone a good reason to watch Doctor Who before. I'm probably the only reason to watch Meg Lopez, but I'm a good reason. If you thought we never thought to give anyone a good reason to watch Doctor Who. Yes, shut up, Will Wheaton. Yeah, he was whinging about the election or Trump or something. Was it October 3rd? Yeah, Rusty, he clearly. I mean, like, this must be about the time where he found out that he's not being picked up by Disney for a third season, right? Fan made Doctor Who eclipses the queer era, not for the first time. Anyone thinks my new queer is a total failure just because it totally failed just doesn't understand Doctor Who on television. Yeah, that was a bullshit. Russell kept shuffling us. We just don't understand. No, we understand. It's just shit. Right? It's not hard to understand. It's shit. All right? It's very, very easy to work out. Fine, 1 second. I was just going to... 1 second. Just get a message. That's a reasonably urgent one. Fine, no problem. Actually, I'm coming down kind of naturally soon. Anyway, current Doctor Who, not good. Joking Folly Adore, starring Jackie Minute Lady Gaga review. The review is pretty much right here. A bit meh. Pointless sequel, but nothing to start frothing at the mouth about in anger about. Well, it depends how much you like the first movie. This does destroy the character from the first movie. If that makes you upset. And I mean, look, it did seem to be that they really wanted to tear this character down, right? That seemed to be the remake. But maybe that was Tom Phillips going on saying, I don't want to be making these movies for freaking ever. Maybe that was that. Maybe it was like Gareth Thomas coming back to Blake 7 to be killed. I don't know. Speaking of which, I started my re-evaluation, rewatch of Blake 7 on the 7th of October. Very, very happy. I love season 4. Right? Tomorrow News Day is when we're a bit groggy. That's a good day to do a recap of the next 2 episodes. I'm thinking up for the web, which the new edition I thought was very good. Anyway, that's a great rediscovery of my life. I'm very, very happy for it. I look forward to going through the all 4 seasons many times over. And honestly, I prefer Slave to Z, and I know it's sacrilege, but I prefer Slave to Z. Francis Coppola, starring Adam Driver, Giancarlo Esposito, Nathalie Emmanuel, Audrey Plaza, who's great in this, Shia LaBeouf, John Voight, Lawrence Fishburne, Dustin Hoffman, possibly the worst movie ever made. So it doesn't really make much sense, so it's hard to describe. It's imagine a world where New York is a part of the Roman Empire. Right, the Roman Empire never fell, and so we've got a New York that's part of the Roman Empire. You have this guy called Adam Driver, who's the architect, who's in charge of everything. Right, he's got unlimited power, and he can stop time and space as well. On top of it, and then you got the mayor or the police. I think the mayor, Giancarlo Esposito, whose daughter is Nathalie Emmanuel, and they end up in love with Adam Driver. The whole it's pretentious, awful, nonsensical garbage is how I would describe it. It's not art at all. It's really awful. October. Most movies when they're terrible, I say go check it out. Not this one. I mean, if you want a good endurance game, see how long you can go. Right, I did the full 3 hours or over 3 hours. Right, because I had to just stick with it. I did it in a number of sittings, but see how far you can go. I mean, illegally download. Don't buy this shit. Right, but see how long you can go with it. It's helped by Nathalie Emmanuel being freaking gorgeous in every shot. Right, she is stunning. But that's all. That's the only good thing going on for it. So I'm sorry. We're up to also by this time, Labour had become the absolute worst ever and hated by everyone. And David Tennant, all of a sudden, doesn't want to be political anymore. Oh, really, David? You idiot cunt. Right? Whinging on about Labour and how awful the Tories were and being so smug. Oh, God, you make me sick, David. I don't want to be political. We're doing the bestest ever. We're also going to be cancelled. Yes, Russell, it's called lying. You do a lot of that, right? Yeah, so he was still getting fallout from Kenny Badenoch. I mean, look, you want to know how absolutely ineffectual David Tennant is? Nigel Farage took out Kenny Badenoch in without even flexing. Did you follow that story this week? It's really crazy. That on Boxing Day, you had Reform get more memberships than the Tories, right? They put this like counter in, and when they made memberships over to the Tories, they went, yay! So Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Tory party, tweeted, "Oh, it's fake news. They aren't real." And she like called it like fraudulent. She didn't actually mean to. She was just doing like political banter. And Farage, and then literally everybody turned and said, "Oh no, these figures are absolutely accurate. Why are you saying that's wrong?" Right? And fraudulent. So Farage is saying, "Apologize, or I'm going to sue you." Yeah, Farage is spanking Badenoch, but like Keir Starmer, really? Are you proud of yourself, little man? You're all over. That guy is a total fascist, right? And you look as ridiculous as you possibly imagine you don't. So, oh god, this is still going on. This awful little twat is obsessed with Ian Levine, right? So Ian Levine has been doing these really quite stunning telesnap AI recreations of lost stories. He's put a ton of money into it. I think if you're into these things, he's very excited to distribute them. If you want to like send him some money to help him, I would really recommend that. Because he's doing sterling work, right? Sterling work. But yeah, this little twat, he's like just completely obsessed with Ian Levine, and he did a video about me as well. But who cares? I mean, like, I just don't care about like what if this guy's upset by something. It just doesn't bother me in any way, shape, or form. This man spent his life and money trying to restore the lost episodes of Doctor Who. We are evil! Yes, kid. And this guy's got nothing going, probably unemployed, got nothing going on in his life. No flex, please, where we understand Doctor Who. Paul McGann laments sexualization of Doctor Who. No, Lucy, you can't have a quick bunk up before we go to the chippy. Wouldn't that be great? Sorry. Then why'd you pick up a total chat from Blackpool the Daughters? Well, it is true. I mean, you got to kind of expect to have a quick bunk up before you go to the chippy if you pick up a total chat from the Daughters. She's making a very good point. Sheridan done well, right? But yeah, he's like, and then Paul McGann now has a boyfriend. His Doctor had a boyfriend in the last Doctor Who release. Big Finish release. Oh, fuck off. Henry Cavill is Voltron. The relentless cluelessness of shooting out. He is relentlessly clueless. He is like a super gay Zoolander. He won't stop, right? Just relentless. Anyway, by the time we got to October 14th, things, it's so weird. They just kept going worse and worse with the Harris campaign, and they kept saying she was doing better and better. Why is this not sucking properly? She cried. Here, one sec. Maybe I have to screw this in, baby. Tighten that up. Yeah, I might have done the trick, actually. Let's have a look. And see, again, remember how they kept saying how she was like they were neck and neck? They were lying all the time about everything. Oh, it's better. Needed that. We're unbelievably shit at this. Literally everything we do makes us look worse. It really does. Oh, it really does. And again, I can't believe the level of gaslight. I mean, I can't believe it. Level of gaslight that went all the way through the bloody election. They're gonna, Trump's never gonna catch up. Fucking hell. Sorry, next time we finally get a teaser trailer, right? Which I don't know. I put money into it. I doubt we're ever going to see it. But like, man, Paramount should have snapped up an Axonar for their streaming service. They would have got great content at a fraction, right? Absolute fraction of a cost. And we compare that to the Battlestar Galactica Second Coming that never came. Sorry for you, Battlestar. Then over at the 21st, we got of October, we found out about season 25 coming. So excited. And it was as good as I love that we got a whole McCoy era ready to go. Gordon Blair, Professor, we were cancelled when our ratings were way better than today. Sadly, we weren't black and gay and living in 2024. Yes, that's the power. The representation, to which I owe everything. That is true. Shinagawa 5, that is the rumor. Rumor says that Cardiff may be done with the twerking total twat. One can only hope. right? I wouldn't be surprised at all, right? At all. Kamala cringed. The Harris Waltz campaign implodes as Kamala comes out of a basement and she's the world discovered. She's a cackling moron. Yeah, they tried to hide her to election day, right? And then Trump did Joe Rogan, right? And just slaughtered her. Very sorry, darling. Very sorry. But man, that was so obvious what was coming, and we didn't. And like the media convinced us up was down, black as white. So this was an interview from the Stuff of Legend, the live stage show that they did, which they really should do more of. Right, this is their sweet spot. Right, this is where they can all make real money. I think. Right, doing more of these live readings, and it looked fabulous. Right, it looked absolutely fabulous. It's a shame they haven't released a video of it. They must not be able to. But it looked like it was absolutely fabulous. By the 24th, I was getting very excited for season 25, right? As I was going through each of the stories in what's coming up. This is an average coffee table for me in the 1988. The Rabbi Spank Back magazine. 6 brand new Spank Bang beauties for your furtive pleasure. The Rizzlers there. Rabbi, why are the pages of Doctor Who magazine together and not this? Best not to ask. Yes, this is the sage-like advice for which we love Sylvester McCoy. Right, absolutely. October 28th, Donald Trump has again, everything he did in this campaign was awesome, right? I mean, where is this? I think I do still have this. I haven't got to get rid of it yet. But by the way, the chat very much just shows how much people don't like the war chief being the master. Man, people, it gets well up people's noses, right? And their criticism is on the money, but like it really annoys people. Yeah, this is one of the greatest moments of the campaign over here.
Field. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. Yeah! And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. They're eating the dogs.
So yeah, that was the one part. The two part is when he went served at McDonald's. What a brilliant photo op, right? It's just like there's people like McDonald's. It's pure Americana, and they like Donald Trump working there. He looks so relatable, right? And they're like, oh, all those people picking up their food, they were all selected. Yes, he wasn't really working at McDonald's. He was protecting the cats. And right before the election, we had Trump's fascist rally, full of peoples of all races, regions, and sexuality, where Jews are more safe than on liberal college campuses. That got up people's noses big time. That thumbnail, right? Because Jews are more safer there than on liberal college, which is all college campuses, right? Yeah, they said it was a fascist rally because they had it in Madison Square Gardens, where there was a fascist rally once. How many years ago? So, like, coming up to 95 years ago. So, therefore, it's the same thing, right? Same thing. These people are crazy. On the eve of the election, we asked, is Joe Martin returning for season 15? God, I hope not. New Blu-ray effects, fantastic. Classics vanishing from iPlayer. Yes, people they're not doing so well there. AI Doctor gets crazy and can currently be fixed. No. Yeah, this is from Doctor Mid-Journey. Just like this is the future of Doctor Who, right? 300,000 children sex trafficked by the Biden-Harris administration. I'm still recommending them as a moral choice. But keep in mind, I'm a lovely actor living in a bubble, and I was high as fuck. Well, yeah, exactly, Sylvester. Good for you. Good for you. On the 4th, The eve of the election. Oh, right. Is Peanut the Squirrel the final nail on the Kamala Harris super campaign as Trump source? Maybe it was, right? If you don't remember, Peanut the Squirrel was a cute squirrel that got euthanized by the faceless man, right? The machine state in New York. So it then turned out that Peanut was owned by a porn star or a OnlyFans star or something like, I don't know. There might be something weird going on. I don't know. But yeah, do you know in Springfield they're eating the dogs? Yeah, look, just Trump looked good all the way through this campaign. It was like, it was a if they would talked about it honestly, they would have said it's the most incredible campaign of all time. It really was. It didn't just beat Kamala Harris, it beat the legacy media, and it beat the intelligence service. It beat them all into the ground, right? It was just a fantastic. Again, that we lived through it is crazy, right? This is the sort of thing you're going to talk about 20 years from now, right? When they said that in the 90s, there really wasn't much to talk about. Now, there is plenty of stuff to talk about 20 years from now. This is crazy. Yeah, Peanut R.I.P. But yeah, the evil Democrats killed Peanut the Squirrel. Well, there you go. So that was the November 4th. By November 6th, Trump wins everything. Electoral college, popularity, Senate and House. Huge repudiation of woke culture. It's gonna be huge. Yes. That just came out by mistake on AI, and I thought it was too good to waste. Right? It's fantastic. Yeah, man. What's the world collapse? The machine state collapse. It's just good news, right? Again, the world runs away from woke as Russell Davis and BBC run towards it. Even Disney's running from it, right? Unbelievable. Anyway, by November, Doctor Who magazine actually started to get quite good. Right, it started to become more of its old self again, which I was really quite happy about. Probably, and they do a fair mixture for everybody people who like all eras, which means there's way too much of modern era in it for me. Okay, by November 8th, the meltdown was palpable, right? We were wrong about everything, and it's all your fault, cries Jimmy Kimmel. You're fucked, mate. Even Disney's dropping the anti-Trump shit. Who you work for? Trump victory, total meltdown. Your betters in the tables are very disappointed in you. You're not our betters, you little fuck faces. That's the point. And I hope you learn your fucking lesson, right? Great news of the year. High spot of the year. Blake 7 Blu-ray. Definitely one of the high spots of the year. Loving it, right? Absolutely. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll do a review of, I think, was it The Web and Seek, Locate, Destroy? I think so, right? But yeah, it's just a fantastic thing. It's just so much. You can see they put so much less money into it than the Doctor Who sets. But still, it was very good. Can Marvel be unfucked? Well, they are trying to, but I just don't think they can with this late. I mean, I don't even think that Fantastic Four's going to get them out the hole they're in. People are just bored of Marvel. It's not super fatigue. It's Marvel fatigue, right? Can it be unfucked? They would desperately love to, right? I don't know if they're going to. Also, Thunderbolts. I will watch Thunderbolts on streaming, as well as Captain America as well. But I probably didn't get 20 minutes into it. Like I tried watching Doctor Strange 2 or 3 on stream. It was just fuck off. I couldn't. Trailer reaction for Mission Impossible. We love Tom Cruise so much, right? So incredibly much. He's so unbelievably awesome that he made me want to give him another chance after the shit show that was the last mission, or Dead Reckoning, which is so vastly inferior and very similar to Wallace and Gromit. Was it Vengeance Most Foul, the one on over Christmas? That really was a lot better, especially the whole train sequence. Jerry, Tom, you should watch that. They did it so much better. Maybe because they didn't drag out as long as you did. November 18th, we are now happily reviewing season 25, and it as awesome as I hoped and expected to be. The best special edition was Happiness Patrol. That just knocked it out of the park in ways that you couldn't even imagine. That was really, really, really very good. So yeah, I'll say that's not a high spot of the year. Another high spot of the year, the highest spot of the decade, I think, for Star Trek was this. Oh my god. This wonderful little incredibly realized CG short, right, where essentially Captain Kirk dies, and he goes he becomes he goes outside space and time, which is what I think the soul does, but so he could be with Leonard Nimoy with Spock as he dies, and they move on, and together their entire entwined souls move on to the next phase of existence. Right? It's beautiful, and it's such a profound expression of the friendship that was Kirk and Spock. Right? It is just stunning. Beyond the special effects being, it is just stunning. Right? Absolutely stunning. Well, not quite as stunning. Well, we just heard that this very good little fan edit they had of Patrick Troughton regenerating is going to be used as part of a 90-minute edit of War Games. We said I don't really see it can work in such a short time span, and it didn't. Right? Sadly, it didn't. The best bit was the regeneration. Again, for me, I have no problem reframing classic Doctor Who to be seamless from modern Doctor Who, right? That doesn't bother me. Again, I like whatever brings kids in is whatever brings kids in. And again, the colorization was fantastic. I do not want to denigrate them at all. The rumor was Stephen Moffat replacing Russell T Davies. It's not as crazy as it might first appear. Right? Maybe for season 3 that Russell be done and we want Stephen Moffat instead. Maybe, but we got Millie and Nicola here doing a very good Roman thumbnail talking about Gladiator 2. Captain America: Brave New World tanks in test screenings. Yeah, because the problem is you're not going to be able to fix the fundamental problem with it. Right, which is a terrible idea. Yeah, much like Gladiator 2. Ridley Scott's Gladiator 2 review. The whole movie is tired and lazy, and as the title should have been called like Son of Gladiator. It's more like Gladiator karaoke, but I'm awesome in it. Yes, Denzel Washington is awesome in it. Pedro Pascal, who gives a shit? I've seen too much of him. If I never see him again, I'll be fine with it. Right? They really should have called it Son of Gladiator. The guy started it is no Russell Crowe. It's a tired knockoff of the first one. It's like what's that company that does like if there's like when there was War of the Worlds was coming out, like Steven Spielberg was making War of the Worlds, they'll make their own War of the Worlds, and hopefully people will pick up the wrong one on the DVD shelves, right? It's like when they make a movie, when they have a movie about making movies in Hollywood and take the piss out Hollywood. This will be the movie they were making in the movie, right? It was awful, right? And I'm so bummed we got this and not the third part of the Prometheus saga. Doctor Who, Shooty goes super queer for the importance of being earnest. What a shock! It's almost as if it's the only thing he can do. It is the only thing he can do, right? Shooty, this is so fucking boring now. Right, and you've had your 5 minutes of fame, and we're all bored of you. This is only delightful for weird degenerate perverts, or as I like to call them, people who work in the entertainment industry. This is December 2nd. What do you mean I'm a talentless one-trick pony? I mean you're a talentless one-trick pony, darling. But eager to outshine their insanity. Also on December 2nd. We started getting the publicity for Wicked, and fuck me, crazy and crazier. Like, okay, the bald black chick with the whatever it is, bone through her nose. I don't know, who is fucking crazy, right? She's much more together and normal when she's playing a green witch. And like Ariana Grande, which is be crazy. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo come out as full batshit crazy space cadet whilst promoting Wicked. Why do people treat us like we're weird? Because they hate women, gay and black people. Or maybe you're just fucking weird, right? Doctor Who dead at Disney, yes, it is. And I think back at the beginning of this little session in October, that became apparent, right? No, everything is awesome, and we're totally going to get season 3. All right, queer stories for pals. I know, Russell. It's not going well, is it? It's not. Although I think he will still probably do better than this. Snow White is going to tank in ways that you can't even imagine. Could this, please be the end of the reign of Ziegler? She is just awful. All right, she is awful. But the James Gunn DCU launched on December 11th. I loved it. I love Creature Commandos. It's been a really genuinely good, solid show. I look forward to each week. I will go back and watch it as a block, right? It is really solid. Right? It's as good as his Suicide Squad movie, which I thought was very good, right? I thought it was absolutely excellent. All right? So I'm really enjoying this. And as we get to Superman trailers soon, I'll tell you how much I enjoyed that as well. That is over here. Yeah. But yeah, I think, honestly, people are saying that the Superman's in trouble. I don't believe it. I just don't. This looks like agonizing shit. I got 24 days that comes out. God help me. More Star Trek. That's not more Star Trek. It's nothing like Star Trek. Such a ripoff of the fan film Renegades. That's what it seems like. I got to watch that before this comes out, because I'm sure that's going to be better. On the 13th of December, we saw coming out next year, 28 years later. This looks like it's going to be good. Danny Boyle and Alex Garland. I mean, that's just a good combination, right? That is a good, strong combination. By December 13th, Silo come back and had confirmed itself as the best show on TV. Like, not even close. It's genuinely the best show on TV. It's worth getting Apple TV Plus for, right? It is by far the best thing. Do you remember this on December 16th? The drones, the weird drones swarming over New Jersey, right? And it turned out to be nothing, or were they? Who knows? But that was freaky, right? Jim Brosey comes to telly, but will it be good? No. It was shit. It was absolute shit. Avoid like the plague. That's getting like tired. You might want to put some sunscreen on, darling. The sleeper will awaken. Yeah. And then one of the high spots of the year for me, on the 20th of December, just 11 days ago, we got the James Gunn teaser trailer, and it was gorgeous. I'm sorry. I love Crypt. I like the filler. I like everything, right? I like every part of this. It's very, very good, right? Yeah, big score, I think. Red One, not worth going to cinema for, but awesome free festive fare on Amazon Prime. That's exactly what it is. They really wanted Ryan Reynolds, right? And probably Jason Momoa. Yeah, they wanted Jason Momoa and Ryan Reynolds in this movie instead of The Rock and Chris Evans. The trouble with Chris Evans' character is just so unlikable in this. And that's really the main problem with it, right? So that's the 23rd. On the 23rd of December, Tom, looking frail, as we all agree, brings us Christmas cheer, and he does. Oh, so much Christmas cheer. Just a small reminder, there's no opposition. And just a small reminder, there's no opposition on the Tom Baker Olsen switch. There isn't. Right, there isn't. We finally get to see the War Games in color by the 24th. Maybe Trouted here in color is such a bad idea. And yeah, it was whatever he said. Fantastic colorization. Awful edit. Great effects, though, right? Joy to the World is maybe that was a little bit optimistic calling it that. It was It was a weak episode. Yeah, it's just the bottom line. It was a weak episode. And I think we only have 7 more shooting episodes to go, and then we'll never have to see him again. Thank God. Right? Thank God. That brings us up to now, where we wrap up where we are at the end of this year. So there you go. That was the year review. I would say the high spots would be Blake 7, season 1 released. Superman trailer, that definitely was one of the high spots for me. The season 25 Blu-ray release. Silo has been excellent. There was Fallout was excellent. But man, this is hopefully another couple of years. The Hollywood engine will have started clunking out, non-relentlessly woke garbage, right? That's what we're all hoping for, right? That is our dream. That is our nightmare. Will it happen? Who knows their dream? I will be back tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back tomorrow night, and we'll be, just to like groggily help you get over your hangovers. Me, I'm going to be in bed by 10:30. That's my plan. I'm too old, right? I am too old. Maybe I have some eggnog. Who knows what their stream. Anyway, Ezra Goldsey, hey there, happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. As Mark the Vicar, happy New Year to you, sir. I'm going to hit the end broadcast, but I'm going to hit it again and say good night. Good